Here's a question from a commercial banker. What's the best way to follow up with a prospect after an initial meeting? I usually send a quick note and any information that I think would be relevant. Then I follow up by phone and often end up leaving a voicemail message. Do you have any suggestions? Well, obviously the best approach is often to get your prospect to agree to a follow-up meeting before leaving the first call. If that doesn't happen, you need to have a plan. The most important thing is to know what your objective is. Usually it involves getting another appointment or getting the prospect to send you information. Some bankers immediately follow up with prospects with an invitation to connect on LinkedIn. If you're already connected, a follow-up note via LinkedIn may avoid some of the clutter that finds its way into email inboxes. Handwritten notes also stand out, but send something. Review your notes from the meeting. Figure out what specific needs you've uncovered. If you have trouble doing this, or if your notes are vague, you may not have had a very successful first meeting. Develop the questions you want to ask about the needs you identified. Your goal is to keep the dialogue going. You may want to bring some additional information to the discussion based on further reflection about the prospect's situation. Come up with a good reason why the prospect would want to speak to you again. Don't wing it. Way too often, bankers dial the phone before engaging their brains. They end up leaving a message that sounds like, "Just wanted to check in with you." You can do better than that if you think for a minute about what you're trying to communicate. Your follow-up message should be short and to the point. It can include any of the following: something relevant that may apply to the prospect's business or industry, any analysis you've done based on what you learned about the prospect, a story about a similar company that you or your bank has helped, questions you'd like to ask the prospect. If you've left a good message for the prospect, decide how and when to follow up. Some people like to vary their approaches between emails and phone contacts. Bank relationship managers often don't want to appear too pushy, but if your follow-up is thoughtful and informative, it will be appreciated. Persistence coupled with some creativity usually wins out in the end.